Alright everybody, here's the instructions for our stick figure animation project. I just recorded this entire video. It was 15 minutes long and it was awesome. And then I played it back after uploading it to Schoology and it had no volume. My microphone was off. So here we go for round 2. I'm going to try to make this quick because ain't nobody got time for that. So every single day you're going to have to accomplish a certain number of slides here in Microsoft PowerPoint. You have two options. A, you can load it from your desktop, so your app that's already built into your computer, or you can go to portal.office.com. If you don't know how to get to Microsoft 365, look in the basic information folder in Schoology and that link is there for you. So you can click on that link in that basic information folder. It'll take you straight to it and then you click on PowerPoint. If you do it through 365, it's going to be the online version, so you're going to have an internet browser up here. But the good side of that is that it will automatically update all your changes and it will save for you to your OneDrive. So you really can't lose your progress, which is good. All right, so we are simply creating an animation and I'm going to go ahead and play it for you right meow. Simple little dude walks off the screen, comes back, he found a kitty cat, he's all happy, kitty cat jumps out of his arms, and that's as far as I got for the example. We're going to very quickly walk through some different steps. I'm going to be talking kind of fast, so pause the video, rewind it if you need to, replay. First things first, you are probably going to see, once you get into PowerPoint, you're going to see all these, pick blank presentation, and you're going to see click to add title and click to add subtitle. We don't care about that junk. So we need to go up here in the Home tab, click Layout, and you need to click Blank. That way we have a blank canvas to start from, and we don't have anything that we have to keep deleting every single time we add a new slide. Next thing, go over to the Transitions tab. Now look at the timing section over here. You need to change this one to be, I believe, 01. Unclick that, click where it says after, and this one needs to be 0.2. So this one's 0.01, 0.2, click Apply to All. This means that the slide is going to wait less than a quarter of a second before it changes slides. The duration or the amount of time it takes to flip to the next slide is going to be almost, I mean, you can't even see it. It's going to be extremely quick. So that is the setup for our slides. Next thing, you need to actually be able to start drawing, right? Here's the deal. You should be able to, keyword should, go to the Insert tab, go to Shapes, and then go to this little squiggly guy. Yours might be in a different area of mine. That's fine. If you hover your mouse over it, it says Scribble, and it's like a wavy, curvy line, and it ends in a curlicue. Click that. Now you have a little pencil for a cursor. I'm just going to draw a line. Here's the problem. For some of you, if your computer is actually working correctly, then you're going to have the Format tab up here, and then you're going to have the Pen tab that comes up right next to it. Mine is not doing that because my computer is dumb. If yours has popped up, click on that Pen tab and you're good to go. The thing with the Pen tab over here is if you click away from whatever you were drawing, those formatting tabs disappear. So don't freak out, just click back on whatever you just drew and your Format and your Pen tab will reappear. For those of you who have a screen that looks like mine where it's just drawing tools and that's it, that's not going to cut the mustard. So follow these steps if you do not have a Format and a Pen tab that pops up when you click your little doodle that you just made. Go over to File, Options, go to Customize Ribbon, and then I came over here, I just have Home tab selected. Come over here on the left hand side, do Tool tabs. Click pens once. If you don't want to expand or anything, just click this. The add button will light up. What this does is right after the Home tab, which is up here, is going to add this pens tab that I already have. So you click this add button, you'll see that it adds in here pens, parentheses, custom. Click OK. Now you should have a pens tab right here. This is our way of forcing PowerPoint to show us this tab no matter what. We added it as a full-time tab. So if you'll notice, when I click Pen, now it pops up over here like it was supposed to in the beginning. This is important because now I can keep drawing And I don't have to keep reselecting that tool. I don't have to go insert shape, squiggle, draw a line, insert shape, squiggle. That would take a ginormously long time and a waste of my life. Over here, you can change thicknesses. These are presets. So you have like thicker ones, thinner ones, different colors. There's highlighters. I don't really care what colors you use. Go for it. And thicknesses are right there. As far as the eraser is concerned, you have some small ones. They call it a medium, but I think it's kind of a big eraser personally. And then they have a stroke eraser. A stroke is the entire squiggle or shape or whatever it is that you made until you lift it up off of your mouse or until you let go of your laptop. So if I cross here, it's going to erase the entire line. So we'll get rid of the entire stroke. So if there's one area that you didn't like specifically, that's a good, easy way to get rid of it. Lasso. So you can click right here, and then you're going to go around in a circle as if you're swinging a lasso around, and whatever's inside the circle is going to be selected. Example. That's not. There you go. So this happened to fall inside the circle, so it selects that stroke. A good way to use this, since you can kind of do a freeform, click, drag. Let's say I'm trying to avoid these shapes. I can be like, narrowly miss those guys. Select all this, avoid that, and select all this. Now it's going to select that really weird area for me. So maybe I wanted to move all those objects to the left, or I wanted to delete them, whatever. And lastly, we have select objects. So once you click that, you're going to have your normal cursor. Click, hold, and drag, and then let go. Whatever is inside the box that you made will be selected. And then you can hit backspace or delete on your keyboard. Boom, good to go. So you have the transitions that are good to go at 0.01, check after, and then 0.2. We have our pins tab, or it should pop up over here if you click something that you have made. Moving on. This is not time consuming. Yes, we're doing a lot of slides, but it really took me less than 30 seconds on almost all of these slides. For example, the only difference between these two slides, 2 and 3, is his eyes. He's looking to the side. I did not redraw this character 33 times. I redrew him like the first slide and the second slide, and that is it. You can see his little head shape is different. So what you're going to do, pay attention to this part because you're going to do these steps over and over and over. Let's say this is a slide that I want to copy. I'm going to right click, copy, or I can do Control C on your keyboard. Here's the key point. You need to come underneath here and click. If you do not see this orange line pop up, that means you did not click in the right spot. It's a little picky sometimes. So it's just barely underneath here, click, and then I do Control V as in victory. And that's going to paste that slide. It's going to directly copy it on the next one down. And then all I did was I came over here, pen tab, let's see, select objects. I came over here and I just deleted his face and then like redrew the eyes or the mouth or whatever. If I do the select objects, I could come over here, select his entire body, use the arrow key on my keyboard, move him over a little bit, and maybe if you have a line and it doesn't give you a rotate option, come down here at the bottom corner and then zoom in, and then it will give you the rotate option. So you're going to rotate and then reconnect the leg. So whatever you're doing with your character, you're not redrawing it over and over. Draw it well once, and then you're good to go. After that, you're just making changes to him. If you need to get rid of the slide, right click and cut. So his body is the same. Whenever he's walking, I have one bent leg and one straight leg, and all I do is rotate them and interchange them back and forth. I didn't change his face at all, barely changed his arms. I just rotated them. That's all I did. Now, if you want it to appear to go off the screen, you come down here to this zoom bar again. You're going to zoom out. Zoom out enough to where you can see this grayish area around your slide. And then if you notice, I simply just selected him like this, and then I would just scoot him over a little bit until you saw the back of his head, just a little bit, and then he was gone. I have 2 empty slides because there's a pause, right? There should be a pause when someone leaves before they come back onto the screen. If you have 2 or maybe 3 slides in a row that are exactly the same, maybe the character turns and stares at another character angrily, you can pause on that for a couple slides. That's totally fine. Now he's coming back in, and then I added the cat. So now it took me a minute to add the cat. Copy paste, change the legs, copy paste, I change the legs, copy paste, change the legs, copy paste. This one, I drug the bent leg out here to the side because whatever's out in the gray area, no one's going to see. It took me a minute or two to kind of scribble in with my mouse and draw a new form of a cat. So this slide took me longer than 30 seconds. And then I took his straight leg, copied and pasted, and then moved it right beside. And then here I just added the cheeks. This one, to make a perfect shape, I want to insert shapes. And if you want to add any of this stuff, you're more than welcome to. It should add to your project, but I want the main characters and main stuff to be hand drawn. I know some of you virtual learners are dealing with your laptop, touchpads, and your mice. Sorry, we're just having to make do with what we have. So I have the heart in different places. He's all happy. I had to redraw the cat. And then here is technically, these are technically the same head, these two of the cat. I just tilted it and changed his tail, and one's colored in more than the other. That's all. And then on these ones, I drew him and then I tilted him. So same cat, really, just redid the tail and the back legs and give him a little bit more of a belly. So you're doing a lot of copying and pasting. This should get you through the assignment. These are all the instructions, so go back and play this again if you need to. And pay attention in the class updates and in the materials tab. Always be looking on the calendar. If you can't find that, email me. I'll show you where it's at. Always look in the calendar, and I'm putting daily today's tasks, and I'm telling you how many slides you're doing per day. So we're working on this for the rest of the week and part of the beginning of next week. So can't wait to see what you guys make. Good luck, animation fam.